hello, and welcome. It is October 3rd. Can you believe it, guys? We started this journey together on May 30th when I started the 75 Days of Love, Hope, and Joy. Got my love shirt on, and I was inspired to do something for us because today, the 3rd of October, is 90 days, guys, before January 1st. So 90 days is all that's left of 2025. And I have been thinking about this for the last couple of weeks. I finished the 75 Days of Love, Hope, and Joy in mid-August, and basically, have been coming on a bit, 1 or 2 times a week, just sharing just thoughts and ideas, but just looking in my heart for inspiration. And last 2 weeks ago, when the devastating murder of Charlie Kirk happened, I, came on and spoke with you guys a bit, but, really, I knew in my heart that that wasn't the essence. There was things around it, but not the essence. So last weekend, I went back up to Glory of Zion Church in Corinth, Texas, which is where I just love this church. Apostle Apostle Chuck Pierce and his amazing church of, it's like the way heaven is going to look. I mean, every age, every ethnicity, dancing, music, the teaching, just so powerful. And they have an amazing garden, though, that has been cultivated over the years, and it's the 12 tribes of Israel. So there's a garden for each tribe. And I love sitting in the boat that replica that took Jesus across the Sea of Galilee with the 12 disciples. And I often film there, and that's where I started the 75 Days of Love, Hope, and Joy. And as I was walking to the boat, I was on one of the paths, and this little teeny acorn was on the path. And it just jumped out at me, and I picked it up, and I've been thinking about this acorn and what it signifies in the Word of God. And then it hit me about the acorn and how it grows to a mighty oak. Then I was thinking about these 90 days in preparation for, or completion, let's look at it that way, I'd rather look at it that way, of this year. And this is not about giving you, the 5 C's from the Propel program, my Propel Business and Life Activation program. Yes, those are important. Yes, all of that in its own place is important. But I want to have you just be still and listen. Listen to that still, quiet, small voice in your heart, and just meditate, pray on it, knowing that God has a plan for you, that if you've set out to do certain things this year and haven't, that's okay. That's okay. It takes as long as it takes. Back in 2023, in January of 23, I started a new journey. But it was something that was put in my heart in 2019. I was pulled over and was arrested with and got a DWI. Now, we could talk a long time about this, but the point is that I knew as I knew that one incident was not going to define me, but it was something that I needed to really look at and make a decision with. What was it really saying? And I'm not going to talk about all of that tonight, but one of the things it was saying to me is I had to look at it and make a decision of how that was going to change. And what I mean by that is God has given us infinite grace to learn from things like that and and make changes. But you have to be responsible for it. It's like the oak. The oak, I could have stepped on that oak, that acorn rather. I could have broken that in half very easily. It was right there. And I could have, pushed it aside, kept it safe. But no, I picked it up because I wanted to, on some level, remember it. And I knew it was special and I wanted to remember it. So it's like that incident. I knew as it was time to make changes. But guys, it took from 2019 to 23. Yeah, yeah. Because I wasn't ready to release that. And in 23, or the end of 22, I also heard very clearly, or it was really earlier in 22, but I heard very clearly, release and be ready. Ready? Ready for what? But God doesn't answer those questions. But I knew in my spirit it was time to really evaluate things that were holding me back from accomplishing certain things. I wasn't necessarily clear on what those might be because I do a lot of things, but I knew that God had a plan. And I knew that I would not be able to do what He has for me if I continued to drink every night. And that's really what it had come to. And I was drinking, Prosecco or wine, that type of thing. And so it was, I'm not judging anyone. It's not about that. It's about me. And so that release and be ready. And so I took that step. And that's what I want you to do during these 90 days in preparation. I want you just to go within and think about the things that as that it's time to let go of, put aside, analyze, take the best of, move on, things of that nature. So in these last 3 years, not only did I stop drinking, but I also have been culling through furniture and tchotchke and just things I've been dragging along with me. And I've released so many things to be ready for whatever God has for me. So I am here for whatever He has to be that mighty oak. So I just want to read you some notes here that I put together for you. But, I really feel in my spirit that He is molding us and helping us to turn from an acorn into an oak tree. He's pushing us to grow up and become a man or woman of God. He's the finisher and He's the author and the finisher. And Jesus sees in every acorn a potential oak tree. Several scriptures I put together for you. Isaiah 61:3, we're the oak of righteousness, meaning that righteousness is not us. That is through us, in us, through God, through Jesus, who just has been here as a guidance for us through the word of God. And the other is what we will be has not yet been made known. 1 John 3:2. So God has a plan. That's Jeremiah 29:11. And that plan has been since we were created in our mother's womb. So know that God has a plan for us. And I haven't said hello to folks because I've been chatting here, but Mackenzie, hello, and Daisy, hello, Miss Daisy, and Leanne, good to see you guys. Love you to subscribe and put a comment here and share it out because it helps others to find my page, Megan DiMartino. Go back and see if you didn't join me during the 75 days, do that. And I invite you to join me in my Propel community. So go to propel.megandimartino.com/info and click the Propel Community button, and there's a lot there. I do have a business program. It's called Propel Your Business and Life Activation Program. The Propel Community has many things, and we're going to be expanding upon this Propel expansion program that I'm putting together to prepare, you guys for the next year, just to think about things, tools that can help you expand your horizons. So go to propel.megandimartino.com/info and join me in the Propel community. We're going to have a couple of webinars. We're going to have some Zooms, trainings. I'm going to have some guests on. It will, the expansion, the Propel expansion for your next year doing the Empowerment Challenge will really be a great tool for you. But do join me. I'm going to come on, maybe not every day like I did during the summer with the 75 days of love, hope, and joy. And what I did there actually is I took the Propel Daily, that when you join the Propel community, you'll get every morning in your text. And hopefully it'll be the first thing you see, because it's a little nugget of inspiration and encouragement from me. So anyway, all summer from May 30th till my birthday, August 12th, I came on every night here on YouTube and just expanded upon that thought of the Propel Daily. So go back, and I also have a podcast called the Propel Deep Dive with amazing people, and that is in the, when you go to the Propel community, the archives of all of those for the last 5 years are there. And then also there are podcasts too on Spotify and all the platforms, but it's threaded throughout the throughout my YouTube page as well. So subscribe to my YouTube page and join me, and I'll see you soon. Be blessed. Thank you.